So a lot of leaders have a problem with punishing their subordinates, right? I get it. It's difficult to decide when to punish somebody, when not to do it. Like, could you let this slide one more time? Should you actually do something? And I'm actually a big fan of addressing things early on, right? Because if you correct people's behavior correctly, right? Correct them correctly, then what you actually get is an immediate reaction, an immediate consequence to their behavior that lets them change their behavior before too much is on the line. If you let something slide for 6 months, it happens over and over again, people get habituated to it, and then of course it's going to be much more difficult to pull them out of it. And the best way that I know how to correct this kind of behavior is the following sentence: consequence is not punishment. Right? So if it feels like you're punishing somebody for some behavior, that is going to create a different reaction than if they have the feeling that this is just the consequence of their own behavior, right? So let's say somebody is regularly late, you guys need to go somewhere together as a team, and that person is regularly late, and then what do? You compensate for that. You invite everybody 15 minutes early, so everybody else actually has to pay the price for that one person's unpunctuality, right? Or you then wait for them an extra time, and then you have to rush later and everybody's stressed because you had to compensate for that person. That's not good. You should actually call that out. But if you punish them in maybe even an unrelated way, maybe even in front of everybody, right? There's a lot of things that you already know what not to do. But I think the best thing that you can actually do is just let them feel the consequences of their behavior without overtly punishing them. And so in this case, for example, you guys go somewhere regularly together, right? You have, I don't know, a rented bus or something like this. Just leave them behind, right? The expectation is hopefully made clear. We have to be there at 8 and then we leave together. Please, everybody be on time. If the person is late, try to find a situation where they can experience the consequences of their own behavior. Ideally, not punishing the whole team, which you're already doing, by the way, by compensating for that one person, and then just leave them behind. Right? And if there's any negative consequences to that, so maybe, for example, on a sports team, they miss a match, or in the business context, they don't get to participate in some sales event, they don't make the sales numbers that they actually need to make, perfect. It's almost like with children. At some point of time, after you've explained everything a million times, at some point of time, you have to let people experience the consequence of their choices. Right? And that is different than punishment. So people, I love this. Consequence is not punishment. Try it out. It actually works quite well.